Hi, this is Bob James, and this week in KHAK Country, I want to talk about an artist whose music has kind of morphed away from country music, but I still want to talk about Taylor Swift. Now that's what Taylor looked like when she was starting out her career, so young, in the mid-2000s. 2006, as a matter of fact. It was June of that year when I so remember getting a CD in the mail with a girl I'd never heard of named Taylor Swift, and the song was called Tim McGraw. I can assure you that a lot of us in the country music industry raised our eyebrows at that, thinking, somebody's coming out with a song called Tim McGraw? Is it egotistical? No, it was a great, great song. And then we learned shortly thereafter, actually, when we flipped it over and saw that she'd written the song as well. And from that day forward, I've been impressed by Taylor Swift and so many things that she has done. And that's why I want to talk about Taylor today, because I feel like it's so unfair that the things that have continued to happen to her over the years when Taylor hasn't made one misstep. A young kid starting out her career, what's she gonna do wrong, right? Nothing. Instead, she just has to keep speaking and dealing with people like Kanye West. That's the only time I'm going to mention his name. But 2 years in a row, last year at the Grammys, while Taylor's accepting her Album of the Year award, he interrupts her. And then this past year, going into the Grammys, he releases a song and it's got a term that no woman wants to be called in it. Says, yeah, I talked to Taylor and it was okay. Well, down below my video, you can see a link and see Taylor's acceptance speech from the Grammys Monday night, when it's pretty clear to me that she was not okay with it. Now, Taylor, as I mentioned, started out in the mid-2000s, 2006 to be exact. She was just a kid, and she's mentioned many times that she kind of felt like an outsider as a kid, and music was how she dealt with it. Writing songs, and, of course, making a great, great career for herself. Now let's move on to 2008. A couple years into Taylor's career, you may remember that she was in Cedar Rapids, but there's one thing you don't know, something that I've never mentioned. Right after the flood, shortly thereafter, we were actually broadcasting from the Channel 2 studios because this building was underwater. Take a look. You can see the building, our building, at the end of this photograph. That's the one with all those windows just to the right of the shot. On one day while we were working out of that Channel 2 building, I got a phone call from Taylor Swift's management. I also talked to Taylor Swift's mom that day, and they said, should we do this show that we have scheduled for August in Cedar Rapids? I know the city's been through a lot. Should we do this? Is it the right time? And I remember being blown away that they cared that much. And this wasn't a 30-second conversation. They were genuinely concerned. Should we be coming and having a party when this has been going on? And I told them that day, I said, we need you to come. And that day, I really think, in a lot of instances, Cedar Rapids came back to life. Our nightlife certainly came back to life. It was the first event inside the U.S. Cellular Center, as I recall. So, I love Taylor Swift. I always have. She's done great things for kids, and it just kills me to see people like that man bullying her, even though she's now in her 20s. And Taylor always handles it so, so well. Thanks for watching, and follow KHAK's YouTube channel to keep up with the very latest on country music.